And we are learning new details about a lawsuit involving convicted killer Alex Murdaugh.
Nautilus Insurance Company says they are suing the former attorney for giving false information related to the death of the Murdaugh family housekeeper. A recent court filing shows Murdaugh admitted he lied about his dogs causing the death of housekeeper Gloria Satterfield. He originally said the dogs caused her to fall down the steps of their Moselle property back in 2018, which led the insurance company to make a $4.3 million settlement. Attorneys representing Satterfield say Murdaugh wants to keep the money and believe he is lying, so Nautilus will look to the Satterfields to replenish those funds. Murdaugh is serving 2 life sentences in prison for the murders of his wife Maggie and son Paul.